We believe, and in fact we know, that with good education, stable employment opportunities and the right infrastructure, the next generation of any country will be able to take control of their future. But then, elected officials must have the right tools to deliver this to people and make sure that they know how to use in the best way all the resources they have available.
Building strategies is the most sophisticated element in public management. However, it's also the case that implementing these strategies is the most difficult part of strategic management. We have invested much time and resources in our programme, our product, and it is ready to be put into practice. We are delivering basic knowledge in strategic management, not only information, but a means to do this in a practical sense. The intention is to build a critical mass of strategically thinking workers. And why we are doing this is in order to change the current status quo. We want to help move elected officials towards 21st century ways of regional development.
Well, we can say Europe is facing a crisis, an economic crisis identity, shall we say. And more, it is important for regional and local authorities to push forward for economic development. Yes, the national government has an extremely important role, but it is vital for the local and regional authorities and governments in every country to stimulate the economy on their own, which eventually will increase the national economy, which then will have a positive effect on the
Integrated
economy.
Vision Southeast Europe 2020 is one of the two projects under implementation at Profiles Europe Institute, and it aims to develop an integrated picture of Southeast Europe region as it will look like in 2020. This picture will be made up of projects selected by strategic development documents from national and regional governments in the region. So the focus on Southeast Europe. Why is it important to stress the attention on this part? The last 20 NUTS2 regions in terms of GDP growth are all located in Southeast Europe, especially Romania and Bulgaria. Southeast Europe is not one of the most desired destinations for investments. China, India and Brazil are the countries that most of all attracts international investors. In the last 2 years, the domestic investment rate as a percentage of GDP has been declining in all the Southeast Europe countries.
Because a lot of fresh ideas are around, because a lot of new way to approach problems are around, and because a fresh debate is every time available there in the room. And I think that is the best way to arrive to smart solutions. Are focalized especially on the issues of how to deliver jobs and to deliver possibilities for the young people in Europe, and especially in some regions of Europe that are in a more critical situation today. And I am also involved in the Formula Europa Situation Room conferences. That is a format that we are preparing. It's a block of conferences that we will be making European policy with politicians in video conference and people that is involved in the media here in Brussels, specialized in these issues that we are focused on.
At the beginning, I was supposed to shape the framework of the project, even though the ideas were there already. So to organize the work, the week schedule for the research team, and the models for the reports and the databases that we use to collect projects. So I was responsible for kind of inventing, creating all these useful instruments that actually all the people involved in the project are now using. It was the first time for me, and I've been helped a lot, of course, but I also developed good capacities. We have 2 country coordinators for Romania, Catalina and Dana, 1 country coordinator for Republic of Moldova, Andrea. Anna Leda is the focal point for Italy. Krisa is the focal point for Greece. Then we cover Turkey with USL, and we have Darko for Serbia. It's a really interesting process because somehow we are learning things together. Of course, I am in the position of like managing them. I always welcome their suggestions and advices, but I found myself quite familiar and comfortable with this position. Like I wasn't expecting that. I will for sure have gained a lot of experience and developed new skills and capacities. For fresh graduated students, this is a huge achievement because we studied lots of things, many concepts, many theories, but then reality is different. So at the end of this training program, I will have a more solid knowledge of how to deal with work environments, with colleagues, with straight deadlines and all these kind of things.